Hola hermanos, soy yo, profe, una vez más, intentando un video. Pues hoy quiero empezar con un verso que estoy intentando memorizar. El verso es Éxodo 14:14, que dice: ustedes, quédense quietos, que el Señor presentará batalla por ustedes. This verse is a verse I'm trying to memorize right now, and it comes from Exodus 14. It says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm in a battle, just trying to figure out all this technology, all the craziness, being isolated from people. My preference is to have this room with you guys in it. That's what I'm geared for, but the Lord knew that this time is for something different. So I'm going to do my best. This for me is a strain, trying to figure out YouTube, etc. So pray for me as I pray for you. Vamos a orar. Padre Dios, invito tu presencia, tu ayuda. Yo te necesito. Señor, por favor, batalla por mí. Batalla por mis estudiantes. Señor, que ellos pasen tiempo en tu palabra diario. Gracias, Padre Dios. Señor, que estés con este virus. Señor, que muchas personas conozcan a Cristo por medio de esta crisis. En tu nombre. Amén. Okay. Muy bien. Let's go on to the verb del día. The verb del día es discutir. Discutir means to argue. Please pause the video and scratch these down. It's just part of your daily practice. On a scratch piece of paper, write this: discutí, discutiste, yo, hemos, dieron. I argued, you argue. It's the preterite tense. Then we have the imperfect tense: ia, ias, ia, íamos, ian. I was arguing all the time. I used to argue, discutía. Then there's the present: o, es, hemos, en. I argue. Then there's this present subjunctive: discuta, has, hemos, han. Ojalá que no discuta con mi mamá. I hope I don't argue with my mom, since I'm locked in this house with her all day. And finally, the future tense is when you don't drop the ending and you add has, hemos, han. So I will argue, I just will. Discutiré, discutirás, discutirá, discutiremos, discutirán. Tildes on all but the nosotros. Discutir. Please write that down. It's part of your daily discipline. Okay, remember, you're responsible for your own education. Next, we go from discutir to to the vocabulary. You have just already worked on your Quizlet. I wanted you to practice through those flashcards. Thanks for doing that. Once again, you've got to take responsibility for yourself. So you're trying to learn these instead of doing the same thing every day. I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit here and there. So last night, or the past day, you have done a tarea. I'm collecting it at the end of this session, or by 10 o'clock tonight, Friday night. In this homework, what I want you to do is have it done. Pause the video if you don't have it done and finish it. Then you're going to check with me. Now, this is going to be like the savage time, where you're going to take points off for not having it correct, right? So you're going to get 5 points if you did extra, if you did all 6 activities, but 5 out of 5 is 100, but we're going to minus 2 points per error. So you're going to want to correct those before we get to this part of the video. Because then when I tell you the answer, I want you to be honest. You've got to be honest. There's no way I'm going to take a picture of everybody's and correct it for a simple homework assignment. There's 110 students that have to do that for. So you need to take responsibility for yourself, correct it, and then the only thing I'm going to want in an email tonight is, you can make comments on this video. I would like to also know, how much time did you spend with Spanish on an average of on Thursday and Friday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How much time did you spend on average? That's all I'm going to really want in the video, in the email. And any comments of hey, you need to do this better. Like today I turned the light on, somebody didn't like the darkness yesterday. Anyway, here we go. Check your answers, correct the minus 2 each. Actividad 1 on page 220 dice: vamos a hacer algo divertido. Busquemos un pasatiempo. Let's do something fun. Let's look for a hobby. Pasatiempo. Número 2. Podemos ir a ver un grupo musical. Me encanta. Well, I love danceable music. If we're going to go watch a music group, we're not going to look at dice. Número 3. En ese momento, ese músico callejero hace. That street musician makes ruido. Musicians make noise. They don't make conferences. Número 4. Voy a dormir una siesta. Tengo frío. Necesito. I'm cold. I need a manta. Blanket. Número 5. Este espectáculo al aire libre, pongámonos ropa. For this outdoor street festival, let's put on clothing that is informal. Okay, actividad 2. Number 1, Jimena juega al ajedrez, chess. 2, Jimena juega a las damas, damas checkers. Número 3, Jimena juega los naipes, or some countries call it cartas. Cartas or naipes, she's playing cards. Right? Actividad 3, correcting your answers. ¿Qué música te gusta? What music do you like? Answer, me gusta, name the genre of music. Número 2, ¿cuál es tu espectáculo preferido? Which is your preferred show? Now, assuming there's lots of shows, they're going to use ¿cuál because it's from a selection. Which one? ¿Cuál? So you would say, mi espectáculo preferido, mi espectáculo favorito es naming the show that you like. I know some of our girls went to a Broadway show. Maybe that's their favorite. I don't know what your favorite show is, but you say es and then name it. Número 3, ¿cuál es tu pasatiempo preferido? Pasatiempo is a hobby. So which is your preferred hobby, your preferred pastime? Well, you would say, mi pasatiempo preferido es, mi pasatiempo favorito es, name it. For me, mi pasatiempo favorito es pasar tiempo con mi esposa, es correr, es whatever your preferred pastime is. Actividad 1, vocabulario B, 221. Damas, checkers matches with fichas, letter D, because they're pieces. Número 2, el grupo musical matches with orquesta. 3, reunirse matches with recepción. You gather together at the reception. Cómodo, which means comfortable, matches with acogedor, cozy. Número 5, comentar matches with a, relatar, commenting or relating, like, hey, I want to relate with you what happened. Relate to you what happened. Actividad 2. Guillermo juega a muchos juegos de mesa. Guillermo plays a lot of table games, pero su preferido, his preferred, the only table game in the list, ajedrez. Número 2. Además, Guillermo tiene muchos, he has lots, and it's plural and masculine. The only one that fits logically is pasatiempos. Número 3. A Guillermo le gusta bailar, por eso va a un espectáculo de música bailable. Dance music. Ah, yes. También juega otros juegos que no usan fichas. He also plays other games that don't use pieces, like pool, or how do you say it? Billar. Número 5. También le gustan las actividades informales. He also likes informal activities, such as los músicos callejeros, street musicians. Informal. All right. If you chose to do activity 3, it'll probably be a bonus 5 points if you did 6 out of the 6 activities. But the possible answers are this. Well, in fact, the answer is, el debate principal fue la manera de solucionar el problema de contaminación. The main debate was the way to solve pollution. Well, the question was, which was the main debate? Of all the possible debates, ¿cuál fue el debate principal? What was the main debate? ¿Cuál? You could possibly say K, but it's better to say ¿cuál when there's a selection of different. Número 2. Llegamos a la siguiente conclusión. Todos podemos ayudar. We came to the following conclusion. All can help. What conclusion did you come to? ¿A qué conclusión llegaron? You could possibly say ¿cuál conclusión, but it's best to say K because I just want to know what one. Give me the definition there. Número 3. Todos participamos en el encuentro con los chicos de Perú. We all participated in an encounter with the boys from Peru. Well, what was the activity that you did? ¿Cuál fue la actividad? ¿O qué fue la actividad? ¿O qué hicieron? What did you guys do? Either cuál or K is going to work in this one. Depends how you see it. Okay. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an email. Instead of with a picture, I just need you to simply state, with all honesty, I did 5 of the 6 activities and I got 2 wrong. And I'll do the math there. If you need math, that means you got a 96. If you did 6 out of the 6 activities, you got 2 wrong, that would be 105 minus 4 points, 101. Okay? Once again, we've got to just work with what's best for both of us, and you need to be on the honor system, and I need to not be printing out everybody's homework and twisting it so I can read it. This is the best way to do that. I'm still working on how to give you summative assessment and test you. That is to be determined, but for now, this is the best way we can do this. Let's go on to today's lesson, and I'm going to teach you something. I've been looking forward to teaching you the conditional tense. Now, conditional, that word, what does it sound like? Yeah, like there's a condition, such as, I would have a class full of students, but we've been sent home. Or I would like to go out to a restaurant, but it's carry out only. These are conditions that are necessary. And in order to say would, or the condition in Spanish, there's no specific word, but rather an ending that we use. You already kind of know how to say would when you say, I would like some ice cream. You would say, me gustaría helado. Well, how did you form me gustaría? You took gustar and added ia. It's that simple. So the conditional tense means in English would. How do you form it? Very similar to the the future tense. You don't drop the ending. And I was really obnoxious about that because there's always one or two kids that drop the ending. Important, don't drop the ending and add the following endings. Ia, ias, ia, iamos, ian. Now some of you are like, wait, we already know those endings, don't we? Aren't those the imperfect tense? Well, yes, they are the imperfect tense. However, with the imperfect tense, discutia, you drop the IR and add ia. With the conditional, you don't drop the IR and add ia. So it'll sound a little different. It'll look like this. Discutiría, I would argue, but she'll slap me in the mouth. Discutirías, discutiría, discutiríamos, discutirían. They would argue. And then they would lose their dessert. Discutir, to argue. Now, this is such an easy thing. Like you want to say, oh, I would eat, but I don't have time. Comería, comerías, comería, comeríamos, comería. Are there any irregulars that you have to ask? Well, if you learned the future tense, and I gave you, hopefully you still have this in your collection of important Spanish papers, the irregulars in the future, they're exactly the same in the conditional. What do you mean? Well, I called these the Swedish verbs. Remember I said tänder, vänder, dir, aber, bolder, kär, sauder. Well, those are the exact same ones for the conditional, except the endings are different. Everything else is the same. What do you mean? Well, decir, instead of saying I would say deciría, no such word, you say diría. Dir, ia. Put the two together. Diría, dirías, diría, diríamos, dirían. All right? For I would do. Haría, harías, haría. Like, for example, I would do this homework, but I don't have a computer. Haría la tarea, pero no tengo computadora. Fit. Cabría, cabrías, cabría. There would be. There would be class today. Habría clase. Pero tenemos un día diferente. Poder, to be able to. I would not be able to do that. No podría hacerlo. Yoga, no podría hacerlo. Would be able to do it. Okay, saber. I would not know that. I'm only an 11th grader. No sabría esto. Okay, very well. Next, poner. Poner becomes ponder. Be careful. Poder and poner are so close. Poder versus ponder. Ponder, ponder. So I would put the homework as an attachment. Pondría, pondrías, pondría, pondríamos, pondría. Querer. I would want one of those if you offered it. Querría, querrías, querría, querríamos, querrían. They don't want you saying querría, querría. Salir. If she talked to me like that, I would leave. Saldría, saldrías, etc., etc. Tener. I would have to do something. Yo tendría que ir. I would have to go. Tendría, tendría. Valer, to be worth. Oh, that would be worth a lot of money. Valdría mucho dinero. Or venir. You know what? I would come to your party, but I've got something better to do. Vendría a tu fiesta, pero tengo algo mejor que hacer. All right, the Swedish verbs, something we got to memorize. I have attached this onto the portal, onto the resources, so if you have lost it, you have it there. You can also see these in text page 303. If you don't like the way I taught it, or you just like to have it with you, it's right here on page 303. You can also go on Class Zone and click on Peely. I know Nolan's going to love to do that. One of his favorite heroes, as I can see over there. All right, let's do activity 6. Activity 6, and you will pause the video and come up with the answer. Activity 6 works like this. Tu familia va a planear, I'm on 304, un viaje a Perú. Di ¿Qué harías para investigar los lugares? Your family's planning on going to Peru. So say what you would do to investigate what activities, what could we do on a vacation to Peru? Well, first I would have to do this. Then I would have to do, how do you say would? Don't drop the ending and add ia, ias, ia. For example, the model. Well, conectarse al internet. Well, I would go on the internet. Me conectaría al internet. I would connect myself to the internet. Number one, I would do a web search. Well, hacer, pause the video. Haría una búsqueda. Number two, mirar los enlaces. Pause the video. I would check out the links. Miraría los enlaces. Número tres, I would explore various websites. Pause the video. Miraría varios sitios web. Número cuatro, descargar páginas buenas. To download good web pages. Pause. Descargaría páginas buenas. Número cinco, I would look for a chat room. Pause the video. Buscaría un salón de charlas. I probably wouldn't do that, but you would. Número 6. Imprimir información útil. I would print out the useful information. Pause the video. Imprimiría información útil. 7. Poner detalles importantes en mi agenda electrónica. Put important details in my electronic agenda. Pause the video. Pondría, careful, pondría información útil en mi agenda electrónica. Okay, one more activity. I want you to scratch this down on a scrap piece of paper. If, for some strange reason, you were trapped in your house till May 1st and weren't able to go out, what are 5 things you would do? I want you to put this on a scrap piece of paper. You can share it with your sister, with your brother, with your mom, with your imaginary friend that you're probably making up now because you're getting so lonely. I don't know. Here's what I would do if I were stuck at home right now. I'll just give you mine and then you can write yours. Yo pasaría tiempo con mi familia. Trabajaría en mi negocio. Miraría un poco de televisión, comería con mi familia, jugaría con mi gata. Those are some things that I would do. Now, you can use some of the irregulars, like I wouldn't leave, no saldría. Or you can use regulars, like you like to watch TV, so you say, vería la tele, I would watch TV. All right, scratch those down, practice that. Good talking to you. Hope to see you on lunes.